yesterday.
Okay. Sinong seloso sa inyo?
Him,
By far.
by far.
Talaga?
By far. I'm not jealous at all. It's like,
No, but can you tell me a story kung saan out of nowhere, out of somewhere, bigla na lang nagselos?
oh, God. When we were going out, like when I would, let's say New York, right? So friends would come over, ganyan. You know, there's some friends of mine that they weren't my boyfriend, but, you know, we're close enough to like hug and, you know, and Bo would say, what you doing? What you doing? You get on like, it's none of your business. It's like, you know what I mean? But it's not like we were kissing or anything. You're just being,
Some people are touchy.
yeah. Touchy-feely. I'm touchy-feely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is sad. Pero pag nagsiselos, paano mo alam na nagsiselos? He expresses that? He does.
Yeah. Who's that guy? What's his story? Ganyan.
Who is the more romantic? In your eyes.
Yeah,
me,
your
me
eyes.
personally, I think my dad by far. My dad's style is surprise, compliments, and presents. Right?
Make kwento about Valentine's, what he did.
Yeah. No, he got like a whole crate of flowers.
This Valentine's.
Then got us to carry it, present.
And it was so heavy. It was really heavy, no?
Yeah, I mean, it was soil, on the bottom, so yeah.
You and Sandro, right?
Yeah.
And then when you brought it to the room, Dad goes, where's the card? The card fell.
Nahulog.
And just when you think, like this campaign was so busy, so in the morning, I'm like, didn't even think about me for Valentine's. I was like, nagbumukmuk. And then the flowers came, but he had that in mind, right?
Okay.
The flowers came and all that, and the card. And then that night, he called me, Valentine's, he called me at 6 o'clock, and he goes, hey, I have a brilliant idea. Since the SMNI interviews the next day, why don't we check in? We wanted to go to the Japanese, but when I called, they said, puno na, because it's Valentine's. I said, okay, we'll just do it in the room. And then they called 5 minutes later and said, Mom, actually, nabakante na. I said, wow, there's only one private room in Inamura. And then they go, Mom, nakakatawa. Yung nag-cancel, si Sandro Marcos. I'm like, oh boy, the world has changed. We're now dependent on
Small
my...
time ka na, like.
Small time.
Do you also have fights?
I wouldn't say fights. I'd say like disagreements.
They
Like,
argue over the stupidest things. Like the volume of the TV, that's the biggest argument they have all the time.
Yeah, or the snoring. Like he says, I snore. I say, he snores. So one day they taped. My kids taped the snoring.
Itinape. And then?
Yeah.
Para lang may pruweba.
Yeah, and both of them snore. Like,
But he snored louder.
I don't know.
Well, anyway. Yeah, things like that about the volume of the TV, what thing to watch, right?
Or what to eat.
What to eat, yeah.
When you have your girlfriend, you have a girlfriend, as you said.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Is it necessary for you to introduce your girlfriend to mom and dad?
For me, definitely. It's my gauge to see what type of character there are. Like I trust my family, and love is blind or whatever. So
the girlfriend was here Christmas, right? I'll tell her how we treated her. What did she say?
no, you're not.
Okay, Nina, okay. So first, I'm cool. Anyway, she goes back we were very nice to her. She had a nice time. And then she went back to Singapore. And he was calling her. She wasn't answering, right, for something. Maybe she was busy. So Mom texts her. So I text her right away. She answers. So I go, guess who's more malakas? Me.
Okay. Did you find out why she wasn't picking up?
Yeah, she was hanging out with her friend.
Yeah.
Okay, but when mom sent a text
The
message.
priority,
Pero importante sa inyo ng girlfriend mo na kilala ka ng magulang, kilala ng mga magulang mo ang girlfriend mo.
Yeah, definitely.
First girlfriend?
No.
Oh, no, the first one was horrible.
Oh, okay.
The first one, I was like...
Pag ayaw mo ng girlfriend, Liza, sinasabi mo?
Actually, I always make it a point to be nice to the girlfriends, like to really go out of my way so that, they won't make takas and it's more, but this one girl, she was...
In fairness, you were very civil at the start.
I was so nice to her at the start.
You made bawi a lot.
But this girl, she's Russian. Okay. So she didn't know how to say please or thank you or, a little...
I think it's just more of a culture mismatch. And I didn't brief her, saying like, when you go into the room, you need to make beso. I didn't do any of that.
That's called manners, darling.
Mahalaga sa atin yan.
Mahalaga yan.
Mahalaga sa
Respect.
atin. You've been married for
28?
Yeah, almost
20,
30 years.
almost 30
now. Almost
years.
1990.
God, that's half my life.
Yeah, 1990.
1993 we got married.
Right, you got married
94,
1993.
yeah.
How do you keep, the passion alive?
Well, we always have date night. Bong always has date night. We call it DDD, dinner, drinks, date, and then massage. So it started in New York. Like every Thursday, we would go watch a movie, then eat in a nice restaurant, and then there's a Korean massage place I would go to. So here, we do that also.
And that's consistent.
Yeah, except this election.
Yeah. Your parenting style, Lisa.
My parenting style?
Laissez-faire.
I think I'm a chill mom. I only ask for my kids to be honest, and in the morning they have to wake me up and go, "Hi, flawless pearl," right?
That one I'm outgrowing already.
Yeah. In the morning they have to be, "Hi, hello, flawless pearl." Sandra won't do it anymore. You're the only one.
Yeah, that's how your mom's favorite.
Yeah. No,
From your point of view, how were you raised?
I think relatively normal. Because actually, for my childhood, most of the time, it was in Ilocos. And it wasn't even in Lawag, it was by the beach, right?
Marunong ka mag-Ilocano?
Pasilam, like Marigat. Like, it's hard, like, just a little bit,
Okay.
Yeah. So I grew up in, next to the beach, right? So I was never influenced by, money or, always buying expensive stuff. My dad naman's kuripot, so all I knew was the beach and the house, right? So...
No, and every Sunday you'd the fishermen, right? The fishermen's kids, we'd make it a point to give them food, and they're very mabait that way.
Mm-hmm. If you were to describe yourself as a wife, Liza, paano?
Supportive? Mataray? No,
Does the
supportive.
senator say that?
No, not mataray. He just says, "Oh, when your mom's mad, run for the hills," right? I do have a temper.
Uh-huh.
Even with these kids.
Yeah, I got a temper.
See,
from my
Bong kasi
mom.
doesn't shout or scream. I do when I'm mad.
Vinny, right now, what do you know about love for sure?
That love can be beautiful. I know that's really corny, but yeah, I mean, you guys have some, well, for me, disgusting moments, but you guys look happy.
I know,
so-
like when Bong and I are kissing or whatever, they're like, "Get our room." We're like, "We're in our room. You get out of our room."
there was what we were in Ilocos, right? And we were looking at the sunset, right? Ganda. And my dad just turns and says, "You're still the most beautiful thing here." We're like, "Oh, shut up!"
Ew.
You don't do that to your girlfriend.
I do, but not in public.
Oh, there you go.
That's not public. It's just Dad, you, and I. And
So if you were to describe you and your siblings as sons, as children, how would you do it? Let's start with Sandro.
Sandro,
How is Sandro as a child, as a son?
very blunt, I would say. Like, he doesn't beat around the bush. If he doesn't like something, or if my dad gives him advice and he doesn't like it, he will definitely say something. He won't just be quiet.
He's more like mom, dad, in that sense.
in the sense of arguing, I think me, right?
Yeah,
He
in
won't
the-
let up
arguing-
until he gets his way.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
But in terms of public speaking, my dad, for sure.
Simon.
Simon naman, I'd say he's more like my dad because he's a little quieter. Sorry. Like, yeah, Simon's a little quieter,
Okay.
a little more reserved, a little more thoughtful, I would say. Yeah.
While Vinny,
Yeah, I think if I were to describe myself, I'd just say kulit. Like, I'm pretty kulit.
You know, when he left here 2 years ago, he was 120 pounds. He came back, he was 220 pounds. We're like, what happened to you? You ballooned, remember?
Well, the chicken rice is too good.
And then like 4 weeks with your dad on the campaign trail, he lost like 20 pounds. It's
Yeah.
really tiring, huh?
Yeah,
it is. Oh.
I tried following my dad na nga for 3 days. I need to take a break for 4.
Pag magkakasama kayo, when you're together as a family, what do you talk about? Do you talk about politics? Do you talk about religion? Do you talk about money? Do you talk about sex?
For Sandra, Simon, and my dad, it's music. We always talk about music.
Or books, right?
Star Trek, TV show.
Star Trek. So it depends. Sometimes we have lunch there and we talk about ordinary stuff. Or sometimes we watch Star Trek. So it's like TV dinner kind of thing. So, and then your dad will make